Hello again, folks. This is Scott out here in Queensbury. We're doing a review on these Amazon drop cloths that are actually used for you're doing photos or video footage or whatever, or if you want to sell an item or whatnot on Facebook or eBay or whatever. It gives you a nice backdrop to be able to use to be able to sell something. It makes the product really stand out. If you want to lean a bicycle against it, put vases up, you can use it for numerous things, but I generally are doing this for making some karaoke videos and stuff for backdrop videos. All right, so they have a couple different ones on Amazon. They have vinyl and they have fabric. Now the vinyl ones are very hard to get the wrinkles out. Most of the ones, at least the ones that I've got, they were actually really thin. So the way they fold it back and forth and put it in the packaging, even though you try to iron them out, the creases are still in the vinyl. You really can't get it out unless you get a backdrop similar to like this style, which helps hide the creases, so you really don't notice it as much. This one here is a 5x7, which is 7 long or 7 wide and 5 in length. Okay. Now this one here is actually fabric. All right, the fabric, I believe, these are the much better ones. This was $13 on Amazon. The fabric here is like it's a material, whatever. It's not vinyl, and I'll demonstrate the vinyl one here in a second, which is behind it. So it's actually pretty nice, and you can I threw it in the dryer. They say you can throw it in the dryer, or use a steam gun or an iron, whatever, being it is fabric. And the thing is, you see if to the right and the left, you got those creases. So actually, what I did is I put I made these little holes in there I bought this tool on Harbor Freight, whatever, it was like $5. This little grommet tool, and I put grommets into the material, which is very easy to do, whatever. That way I can just tie it up to the ceiling and drop it down. So it doesn't really like to be able to drop it straight down without creases. What you got to do to get the creases out in the bottom, you actually got to pull it out. So I'm probably going to invest the money to buy a stand, but I would rather not even do the stand thing. I think what I might even do is have my sister, she's a professional tailor or whatever, is fold this over on the bottom, put a crease, and take a thin PVC pipe and slide it across the bottom, and that would stretch it right out, and that would keep it nice and taut. So this way the wrinkles would be gone, because I really like this material better, but the only difference is, like I say, you got to pull it side to side or put it on the stand to be able to get those creases out in the bottom. But if you're staying in the center, you're fine. But overall, the best way to hang these, I just put little hooks on my drop ceiling thing with these little things that I got from an old Tractor Supply, those little ball fasteners, whatever, and just strapped it on there really good, whatever. So it's $5 for that tool to be able to put the grommets on there. So that really makes it the best option. Now behind this was this was on Amazon. It was $13, and it's vintage. It's called vintage old wall, whatever. It was $13. I like how the plants come out of their mold, so it really makes for a nice picture. All right. Now the one behind it, this one here, it's vinyl. I didn't have to iron it, whatever, but pretty much there's a couple creases on the bottom, and because of the design and the pattern, you really don't see the creases and the lines all that bad. So actually, that print there, if you were to get that one, and I got a couple other ones coming that are in vinyl still, they're all right. But some of the other ones I got that had a lot of whites and blues with not a lot of pattern on it, they were terrible. They come up and you can't iron them out. So if you were to buy these backdrops, go with the fabric ones versus the vinyl, unless, like I say, you buy the vinyl ones, and the vinyl ones are like anywhere from $8 to $10 and stuff like this. Get one with a lot of colors and stuff, so you're not going to see the wrinkles and the flaws in them. And that one there, it was 7x5, and I paid $10 for that one, and that one turned out to be pretty good. I did the same thing. I put the grommets and the holes on it so I could hang these up, whatever. But overall, my suggestion, buy the fabric ones versus the vinyl ones, and you'd be better off just do something on the bottom, whatever, to be able to stretch the sides out. Other than that, it looks flawless, and you can wash these too. They said hand wash them, and you can put them in the dryer. So it worked out good. Hopefully you loved my review. This is Scott again. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye.